Canon 90D, Canon R6 in 1080, in 4K. Which one is better? Hey, I'm just getting ready. I'm gonna change my clothes and I'm gonna go to the park with my son and my wife. I'm gonna bring with me the Canon R6 and the Canon 90D. I wanna make some kind of comparisons. Alright, I finished getting ready and just keep watching.
You've told me more than once to show you my intention. My brain gets blocked.
So now we are in this park and my wife and my son are playing, I guess, basketball or something like that. And I'm gonna find a place where I can set my tripod or a place where I can sit. I will see. Just 1 second.
Of our romance, you make me feel so alive. Always there in my mind. But I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on. If you're gonna be moving on solo, wait a second, cause they're playing the best song. I'll be there if you reach out to me. Reach out to me. Reach out to me. I'm a rolling stone tonight, never to be settled. Though I know I can't deny.
You want a drink?
Your eyes.
Alright, get some water.
It's cold.
It's cold, yeah.
Don't know how to.
But today I brought with me the Canon R6, which is filming right now, and the Canon 90D, because I want to do some tests, like real world tests, by no means scientific. And what I want to do, I want to show you the 1080 and the 4K from both cameras. And I'm gonna use one lens that I can use on both cameras, and it's gonna be the Nifty 50, the EF 50mm f1.8 that I'll be using with the adapter, the regular Canon adapter for the R6, and with no adapter on the Canon 90D. Of course, I will have to frame the shot like in a different way from one camera to the other, because while the R6 is a full frame camera, the 90D is a crop sensor and crops the image times 1.6. I'm also gonna try to frame the shot so that what you see will be pretty similar, like me in the shot. Another thing, I'd like to show you the slow motion, the 120 frames per second in 1080 from both cameras. And there are differences. The main difference is that with the Canon 90D, when you shoot in 120 frames per second, you lose the ability to focus. So that's the most relevant difference. And what about the quality? Well, keep watching and we'll find out. Now, without further ado, I'm gonna start with the Canon 90D and the Nifty 50. So I'm gonna put that on tripod and I'll show you. Now the Canon R6 with the same lens and the adapter. So what do you think about it? Leave a comment down below, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And check the links in the description to see all my gear stuff and things. My gear. And check the link to Epidemic Sound if you want 1 month of awesome music and great sound effects for free. So now let's see the slow motion, 120 frames per second with the 90D and with the Canon R6. Again, let me know what you think, so don't be shy and leave a comment down below. I shot these samples for what concerns the Canon R6 in C-Log 3. For the 90D, I used a flat picture profile, picture style, Technicolor Cinestyle, which is not quite like a log profile, but close enough. Now I'm gonna go spend some time with my son, and then I'm gonna go home just a second. So you have seen the Canon 90D and the Canon R6 in 1080 in 4K, and for what concerns the 90D in 4K cropped, which is supposed to give more quality. And also you've seen what these cameras can do in 120 frames per second in 1080. So which one is better? Well, it depends. In the end, it's all about your personal taste. So if you've seen my samples, which one do you prefer? But one thing I can say, as I already said, I shot in C-Log for the Canon R6 and using Technicolor Cinestyle for the 90D. And I got some more flexibility, let's say, but honestly the files of the Canon R6 are way more flexible. And in these samples, in this video, I've just tried not to make them look too much different from the files, from the footage of the Canon 90D. In my opinion, this is one point, and a big one for the Canon R6. Because with Technicolor Cinestyle on the 90D, I have a tiny little bit more flexibility, but not much. And also in terms of colors, the Canon R6 shoots in 10-bit. And what does it mean? Well, I make it very short, that when you try to color grade like heavily some footage from the Canon 90D, which doesn't have 10-bit, you have to be very careful because the colors fall apart very easily. Again, when you try to color grade it like heavily. And this doesn't happen, not very easily, with the Canon R6. So again, for what concerns color grading, in my opinion, the R6 is better. I mean, not just in my opinion, these are facts. Another reason why the Canon R6 is better is when we shoot 120 frames per second in 1080. I could not be better than the Canon 90D, and also much better than the Canon EOS R. Well, the Canon EOS R, when shooting 120 frames per second, is like 720p. The Canon 90D is in 1080, but on the 90D you lose the dual pixel autofocus. What does it mean? That when you're shooting, like once you focus on your subject, you press the rec button and that's it. Because while you're shooting, there won't be any autofocus at all. And with the Canon R6, you do have the dual pixel autofocus when shooting 120 frames per second in 1080. And for me, that's awesome. And also with the Canon R6, you can shoot 4K 60, which you can't on the Canon 90D. So But in the end, just let me know what you think about it and leave a comment down below. Of course, I'll keep making videos and comparisons, so stay tuned. And well, I guess that's it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video.